In the world of modern magic, one man has redefined the art form of illusion. This man has made it his quest to share his illusions with the people of this planet, and in turn bring the magic of the world's people to you. Join us now on a journey through Franz Harary's Magic Planet.
Hi, I'm Franz Harary, and I'm here in Seoul, Korea, specifically in an amusement park called Seoul Land. Now this place is in the middle of everything, and my show Mega Magic will be playing in its own theater for 3 months. Now, even though I won't be there most of that time, my magic will continue on without me, and that is the real illusion. Tonight, hold on for the ride as my crew and I turn Seoul Land upside down with mind-bending illusions and unreal stage shows. Also, stick around as I attempt to vanish a 10-ton, 100-passenger bus. I hope. But first, let's kind of get loosened up a bit for an illusion that I first designed for Michael Jackson. He used to call it the stretcher, and you'll see why. All right, girls, go find your man. Bring him on up. Watch. 안녕하세요. Get in the box. 문제없어. Over here? Don't worry, you'll enjoy yourself. All right. Do as I do. Yeah, not gonna happen, huh? All right, close them up, guys. Hey, relax, you're having a good time. I think. All right, spin them around. All right. Heather, go ahead and do your thing. Check this out. All right. All right. Bring them down. All right. Run up. Perfect. All right, look over here. Spin around. Right over here. Watch. All the way around. Watch this. Come on down here. All right, look right over here. Give it up for him. All right, let's put it back together. All right, let's get them out. Paksu, let's hear it for him. Bye-bye. Magic at its core is based on understanding how people think. And if you can understand how they think, ultimately you can control what they see. The rest of it is understanding the rhythm of life. Everything's got this rhythm. And once you recognize that and are able to manipulate it then ultimately you can distort life just enough so that the computer in our minds translates that as magic.
Oh, amazing! Oh, amazing!
There's a very distinct connection between hypnosis and magic, and that is the internalization of the process that goes on, either through hypnosis when you're looking at a certain focal point or you're concentrating on something in the same way as a magician is creating this illusion. You're fixated on the illusion rather than looking where the trick lies.
Magic is manipulating human nature and controlling the human experience. By controlling my environment, I'm then able to control just a key focused part of that environment.
Magicians lead our focus in many ways. They use lighting effects and music and elaborate hand gestures to pull us in. The trick is happening outside of ourselves, but the magic is happening within. It's what we allow ourselves to see. It's what we allow ourselves to believe. Magic only works for those of us who open up our minds to the possibilities that lie within the illusions.
Morgan is a 28-year-old magician who I found in Las Vegas. He's originally from the Midwest and he's new to the industry, very starry-eyed and really, really young in many, many ways. But I saw in him an opportunity to produce a performer that could ultimately replace me where I couldn't physically afford to spend the time myself.
I find the whole Morgan project, the Morgan illusion, to be far more mystifying than any of Franz's other stage illusions because of the irony in trying to turn someone who is 10, 15 years younger and very different looking into himself and pass it off on audiences.
The rest of this goes into your pants. Zip up your shirt. Enjoy.
My project with Morgan is basically to create in him a performer who can do my show in a market where I can't afford to spend time myself.
My name's Morgan, and I actually started doing magic when I was a kid. We're in Seoul, South Korea. It's an amazing theme park. It's been probably one of the most creatively enriching experiences in my life. Yeah, I'm a cool, hip, fresh, young guy. Franz is trying to clone me to be able to do the shows at his caliber.
One must alter the molecular structure of the human body.
I really want to get up there and just be myself. I want to be big like he wants me to be, and I want to do the things that he wants me to do, but I really want to be me in the end.
You think Morgan can do the job? We'll see when we come back. You know, magic is everywhere here. Over 50% of Korean boys do some sort of card tricks or a sleight of hand close-up.
Why you like illusion past and why you do illusion now?
You know, that's the only thing I ever did. I began with making up my own magic out of cardboard boxes and, junk.
We have no money.
You do not need money. You just need imagination.
Imagination.
화이팅!
알겠죠?
화이팅!
자, 돈이나 그런 게 중요한 게 아니라 imagination, 뭐 생각해내거나 추진하거나 아니면 상상하고 그런 것들이 필요하다는 거.
Everywhere in the world there's magic. You just need to start looking around for it. You see it everywhere. Think about an elevator. The doors open and a man walks in. The doors close. The door opens and now a woman is inside. That's magic. Don't see your world like it is, but see your world like it could be. Magic is to look at something and figure out what else can it be? What else can it do? How can it be something different? This way, this is a pen. But if you look at it this way, directly on, it is a small coin. See? Our world is full of magical images. A beautiful face, emotions, laughter. This is all magic to me. Often we go through life looking for the answers to these magical events. As a magician, I understand the techniques behind theatrical magic, and most often they are very non-magical. Maybe, as we look around our worlds, once in a while we can forget about the question and simply enjoy the effect of the illusion. I came down onto the stage one afternoon and I saw the girls playing around with this piece of equipment that I'd been working on the night before, and I thought, fine, well, if they can play in my world, then I can play in theirs.
Keep screwing it up.
Check this out. I call it the floating hot dog. Ooh, scary. When we come back, I'm going to try to do this with a person. Trust me, it's better than the hot dog. Earlier, I introduced you to Morgan, the magician who I'm molding to become a replica of myself. Let's drop in and see how his first few days here in Korea went for him.
Very sexy.
Hey, Morgan, point to people. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Mom! Glad you could make it. How you doing? Boom, whatever you want to do.
Okay, cool.
Boom. Just feel it.
All right, cool.
What would Eminem do? Good. You're speaking to the audience like they're retarded. Speak to them like people. Speak to them like their family, your friend. I'm gonna over-exaggerate. Just so you can understand. It says, hey, how you doing? We're gonna do a trick. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna scratch my nose. Hey. Nobody talks like that in real life. You know what I mean? I'm exaggerating, of course. Morgan, most importantly, is you remember the sequence, right? Translate it into Korean, please. And I'm going to talk to you about this a lot, but unless there's some train you're missing, I don't know why you're rushing for everything. I don't know. I just throw my hands in the air at this point. Where do you need to be?
Nowhere.
Why are you rushing?
I don't mean to be rushing. I'm sorry.
Okay, stop
I really
rushing.
don't.
And you just went backwards, and I don't know why. Your character, who you've developed for being this guy, is not a nice man. And when you talk, I know, Morgan, you're trying your best, but it's just not working.
You know, Harary is hard on me at times.
You've gone in a week
But
and a half. You've gone
the thing is
oh yeah, don't show just this here.
we don't have the time, you know, to be bad. I mean, he's got to mold me quickly. And if he doesn't mold me quickly, then, you know, I mean, I'm probably going to be out of here. So, I mean, you got to do what you got to do in this business.
Tonight, we'll be checking in on Morgan from time to time. Do you think he's up for the job? Well, we'll find out here on Magic Planet. This is Alexander, and his story is really a pretty amazing one. Alexander started magic in Korea. He was literally the first magician in this country, introduced our art form to the entire nation, and for me it's an amazing honor to have him here. 감사합니다. Ask him, when he first started magic, how long ago, what year?
할아버지 처음으로 마술 언제 하셨죠?
제가 21살에 했으니까 지금 81하거든요.
예, 60 years ago.
60 years ago. What do you think is the reason why right now magic is so popular in Korea?
왜 그러냐면 이제 마술에 전부 이 정신들이 났대요. 이제 깼죠. 그러니까 이제 처음 마술만 하니까 지금 우리 한국에도요. 지금 마술에만 대한양이에요. 예, 누구 다 하려고 그래요. 이번에는 어린애 가정도 하려고 그래요.
There are a lot of people now who are interested in magic, and a lot of little kids are becoming magicians. What advice does he have for somebody who wants to become a magician?
어린애들이 도움이 될 거. 지금 아까도 봤지만 그 아까 이거 학생 조그마니가 나와서 입에서 뭐 나오는데 그런 걸 함으로써 우리 이 어린애들이 전부 배우려고 그러거든요. 예, 그러니까 여기서 참 잘했어요. 그것만은 참 환영해요. 그렇기 때문에 어린아이들도 배우려고 그러니까
Magic, by its very definition, is that which is beyond the ability of the technology of the day. When you think about it, right now, hovering luggage is magic. But really, this, neon, was magic 100 years ago. When it comes to the very meaning of the words high technology, Korea is changing the game. real magic is out there. It's just a matter of recognizing it. 200 years ago, electricity was magic. Now we understand what it is.
Magic envisions a future that science will one day prove. There have been many scientific experiments where, under the right circumstances, you could take a coin, okay, and you could render it weightless. Now, if you can do that with a coin, then you can do that with a car or a woman.
Today, I make a woman from the audience float in the air. I believe 50 years from now, we will have harnessed gravity as a wave, and when that happens, making a girl float in the air isn't going to be all that amazing. In an attempt to keep up with the times, I thought this time I would levitate not a woman, but a man. It's magic time! Smile! Let's hear it for him. Give it up for him. Bye-bye.
Sign please.
Sign.
와, 교묘하군. 지금 이 카드는 지금 원래 한 장인데 사인을 했기 때문에 이 세상에서 한 장 뿐인 카드입니다.
This is the
Okay.
only card.
Only card.
Look at the card. Let's go. Figure out the deck. Yeah. I'm nervous. Yeah. Snap his finger. Card slide to the top.
Amazing.
Wow. Amazing.
Yes, thank you. I like the
Yeah.
commentary.
Yes.
He's like a sports announcer. Yes. Amazing, yes. Amazing. Yes. So I thought I'd take a break from the magic and enjoy some of the more traditional sights of Seoul. But I can never seem to find time off. Magic always finds me. Magic is a wonderful way to interact with others.
어디로 갔어?
what language you speak, magic always seems to transcend any awkward situation. It's a way to share in a moment of wonder, or simply another way to play as we did when we were children.
맞습니다. 어머머머.
When we return, I'm going to attempt to make a full-size 50-passenger bus disappear in full daylight. Check it out. My plan to pull off the ultimate hoax and create a Harary duplicate was beginning to show signs of strain when Morgan, the centerpiece of this illusion, buckled under the pressures of rehearsal.
You know, Morgan, he was a really nice guy, and I enjoyed hanging out with him and talking to him about his life, but he really kept to himself. He was very introverted. He kind of had a hard time blending in with everyone else, you know. We'd go out to have barbecues, you know, these Korean barbecues, and we'd all be laughing, and he'd be in the background just kind of thinking, you know, I could see he just was tripping on stuff, and I can't really blame him that he'd be going crazy, because Franz was very hard on him, and he'd smoke. I mean, I'd watch that boy smoke cigarette after cigarette. That can't be good for your nerves either.
Really, Morgan's performance was pretty good. It was not at all what I expected. In fact, I expected much more of a stage performer, someone who understood theatrics and who felt comfortable in that environment. What I got was somebody who understood an audience and who understood magic, but who was much more comfortable in the small, very intimate world of close-up magic, of sleight of hand. The biggest challenge was to take close-up magic, blow it open, and put it onto a stage where he could then apply those same skills he knew as a close-up magician into being an illusionist. That's actually how I came up with this next illusion. See, I wanted my audience to see very simple and very clean close-up magic, but I wanted them to see it from 360 degrees, from every angle. I guess you've always heard magic is done with mirrors. Well, it's true.
감사합니다.
When we last saw Morgan, he was about to crack as pressures from a hectic schedule mounted. But slowly, he started to come around.
He'll come into the dance room just like he's doing now, and he'll practice that's I think what he's most nervous about is just his personality on the stage, developing that.
Did you see him and Franz dancing on the stage yesterday? They look like twins.
Me and my shadow, that's what they said it was, right?
Oh
I didn't see the actual dance. What were they?
It was really stupid.
This was on the stage out by where we ate, right?
Yeah, they had those canes that pop out, and then they started doing like Broadway dancing together. And like seriously, from where I was sitting, they looked like twins.
The best magic is not always the biggest magic. But the best magic is the magic which you feel. When we were little, when you were a little girl, everything was magic. When we grow older, that kind of magic disappears.
Magic enables us to access that inner child that exists in all of us. That sense of awe that we experienced in childhood where we don't really know how it happens, but we're just so involved in the present moment.
What I do is I create illusions that let my audience feel like little children. So for me, my favorite magic is the magic that I do with people from the audience. When we return, I'm going to put my life on the line. There'll be lots of girls and metal. It'll be great. Welcome back to Magic Planet, a global odyssey in illusion with me, Franz Harary. If you're just joining us, this time we're in Seoul, Korea at an amusement park called Seoul Land. We're about to see the ultimate illusion, which I call the Morgan Project. This is an illusion in which I try to train a magician to do my show exactly as I would, and ultimately to pass him off on audiences as myself. From the very beginning, Morgan was perhaps overly paranoid about leaving the US and entering a foreign land. However, he was about to meet his fate in the one place that I thought he'd be more comfortable than anywhere, our own theater. Now, 3 days before Morgan's first show, he was injured.
Well, I felt there was a gap in the stage, fell straight to the knee.
He's gonna go to the doctor in the park.
Don't worry about it. I'll run the show. I'll keep coming. Don't worry about it. Oh, no problem. Holy
My Morgan illusion, my plan to duplicate myself, was seriously threatened by Morgan's accident. Morgan started to show signs of stress. I really wasn't sure what to do. Neither did Morgan. Finally, Morgan, my mega magic clone, threw in the towel.
Morgan is quitting. Or so we believe right now.
Okay, Akiko, please listen to me now for just a moment. I understand what you said. I understand it extremely clearly. I will make certain that it is taken care of. Okay? Akiko, is there more to this?
Fun.
Okay, here's the deal. Knock on Roy's door, tell him it's really important. Let him know that I'm handling it right now.
Today is Glenn's birthday. Stand over there, Glenn. I got something for you.
감사합니다.
Strangely enough, Morgan changed his mind about quitting. All it took was a heart-to-heart and a scoop of ice cream. I don't think showing Morgan learning my part is going to be in any way deformating to my image. Besides the fact that I never used the word deformating in everyday language. Make it big, but be a nice guy. Don't be... Cool. So what makes The Rock a nice guy is because he's this, but very rarely. That's his little pepper thing that he throws in once in a while. Most of the time, he's a very human, nice guy. Think about what you're thinking and don't pretend to be doing something you're not, because what you're thinking is probably dead on. What you're thinking is probably exactly where you want to be when you're doing the whole acting thing. They can tell that, and it looks fake. And we're already in a business where everybody thinks we're full of ourselves because it's fake. So the more real you can be, the more honest with the audience, they'll buy into that. Makes sense? We are all magicians, and because of that, we're all a family. We're all equal. We're all the same. We're all a magic family. It's uncanny. Virtually everywhere we went, we seemed to find magic. Even a humble Soul-Land gathering of 600 people eventually became a forum for more magic. Of course, beer and a lot of kimchi got things started.
Feel underneath. Is that? Oh, that? Very good. Okay, that's it. It's magic time! Close, right? Watch. Whoa.
Breathing in and out, in and out. Just be there backstage like a fighter pilot. You don't know what's going to happen. Just any moment, boom, you know. Gotcha. Okay? I'm not going to tell Morgan right before the show. Morgan's going to be backstage. I'm going to go into the time machine and change my mind. Morgan's first show. He's gone through 2 pair of Pampers, and we've got one upstairs waiting. Hey, Morgan. You feel like you can do time machine?
Yeah.
Do it. Morgan. You'll thread it through the top of you, though. Thread this through here. It looks like Morgan might be able to handle the job after all. Over the years, I've made a name for myself, making big things appear and disappear. I was not about to leave Seoul, Korea, without doing something big.
I see a bus.
I found that something in the form of a 10-ton, 100-passenger bus. Now, if I'm going to make this bus disappear, that is a very, very different challenge. I'm going to need to understand everything about this environment. Where is the audience's point of view? For a live audience, I'm going to need to worry about the whole three-dimensional aspect of this. Finally, I'm going to have to figure out where the sun is at the time that I decide to do this illusion, because the shadows ultimately will affect what the audience sees.
All right, guys, bring it up. Drop it. Turn around. I just vanished their bus and they're happy about it. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of my Magic Planet, live from Seoul, Korea. As for myself, the adventure continues. I'm Franz Harary. Good night.